FHA or conventional? That is the question. What's going on, guys? If you're thinking about buying a home today, you're probably asking yourself whether or not you should go with an FHA loan or a conventional loan. And you're probably wondering what the differences are. It is an important decision that can have massive impacts on your finances, both in the short and long term. So in this video, we're going to dive into some of the key differences between FHA and conventional loans to help you understand what might be the best fit. Okay, so let's start with the basics. A conventional loan is a loan that is not insured by the federal government and would be obtained through a bank or a credit union or another private lender. An FHA loan, on the other hand, is insured by the federal government and the Federal Housing Administration, or FHA. FHA loans were originally created to help people in lower income brackets get access to home ownership. And really, one of the key differences between the two types of loans is the down payment requirement. Typically, conventional loans are going to require something like 10 to 20% down, while FHA loans only require 3.5% down. So if you don't have a lot of cash on hand, FHA might be the way to go. However, FHA loans do have stricter requirements with regard to the property you're trying to purchase. So if the home needs a lot of rehab, or if you're looking at a fixer-upper, this might not be the loan for you. Now, there are such things as like the FHA 203K loan, which we won't dive into in this video, that do allow you to do some rehab. For now, we're just going to stick with the traditional FHA loan, which does not. It's also important to note that with an FHA loan, you'll have to pay your mortgage insurance premium, or MIP, for the life of the loan. Now, that's different from a conventional loan where you're able to stop paying that MIP, or mortgage insurance premium, after you've reached the 20% equity threshold. So while an FHA loan might seem like a good idea if you're strapped for cash, it's important to remember that you'll be paying that MIP for the entire life of the loan. All right, now let's talk about credit scores. Typically, conventional loans are going to require a higher credit score in order to qualify for the loan. So if your credit isn't that great, an FHA loan might be the way to go. But remember that typically a lower credit score means a higher interest rate, which ultimately will affect your monthly payment. Now, finally, it's important to note that you can only use an FHA loan on your primary residence. So if you're purchasing an investment property or a second home, you'll have to go conventional. Now, there is an exception, and that's with duplexes. If you're purchasing a duplex and you intend to occupy 50% of it, or one unit, then you may be able to qualify for an FHA loan. So the question was, does it really matter what type of loan I'm using, conventional or FHA? The simple answer is yes. It's going to depend on your unique situation, and everyone's different, which is why it's important to partner with a good real estate agent early on so that we can advise you and connect you with a lender who's able to qualify you and help explain the differences in more detail. So to sum it all up, if you have a higher down payment and pretty good credit, you might want to go the conventional route. On the other hand, if you don't have much cash for a down payment, or your credit isn't that great, FHA could be a great option. And at the end of the day, these aren't the only two loan types out there. There are actually more, which again is a good reason to partner up with an experienced real estate agent early on. All right, guys, now if you're thinking about buying a home and you don't know where to start, or you would like someone to guide you through the process, I want you to look in the description below and click that link to download my free buyer guide. I also have a seller guide there for you if you're thinking about selling your home as well. These guides were developed to help simplify and streamline the purchase and sales process, because it can be a bit confusing. And after all, my philosophy in business is relationships over transactions. So I want to help you simplify everything to make it easier on you so that you can have a great experience buying and selling. All right, guys, last thing, I promise, if you got value from this content and you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, share it with someone who you think may also benefit from this type of content. And if you'd like to hear more about the real estate industry, the purchase and sales process, I'd love if you would subscribe so that you can get more videos like this. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.